Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you beautiful rainbow people in between, welcome, welcome, welcome back to La Belle Foot. Last time, God, what happened last time? Last time we delivered a loaf of bread, went out to find Yashola, collapsed, followed Elizabeth possessing Ardbert around, fought memories of the past, then fought him outright. Returned to Umor, sky started falling, so we tried to head back to the Crystarium, whereupon we were besieged by the phantom army of Warrior of Light. Then we met up with the Exarch, and apparently Elizabeth has taken over the Crystal Tower. So, we're about to head in, finish this up. Let's go. Run, 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 run. Activate Nannybot. With your permission, I would make a brief stop at the Ascensory Gate. Just long enough to send the guard to Becklug's aid, you understand? Were it not for them, we would never have escaped Elizabeth, much less with the spirit vessels. Though mine fell into the foe's clutches, Becklug gathered up the rest at great risk to themselves. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. Giant U-turn, more or less. And a cutscene. Glory of Darkness! Exarch, forgive us this paltry greeting. We were not notified of your coming. It wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. Our friend Becklug lies wounded in a clearing to the west. Pray, go to their aid with all haste. At once, my lord. May I ask how they came to harm? There have been reports of enemies in our midst, specters, who appear after the star shower. Do they have something to do with it? Yes, the men who attacked Becklug is also responsible for the star shower, and the appearance of the specters. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek to do indiscriminate harm. If you do not bar his servant's path, they will not turn on you. You are to leave this foe to us, understood? Meanwhile, I ask that you alert the rest of the guard. Focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. Line up. I shall take charge of the matters in the city. Find Backlog, now. No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it is plain for all to see, like what is happening to you. Lina, this time there truly is no time. I know, my lord. What matters otherwise, I believe you would even be willing to speak of your past at best. Yet, I'm afraid to do so. Afraid that what I might learn would make a stranger of you. Forgive me, there's no time. Perhaps a few words are in order. Indeed, time must be made. Lina, do you remember the time you got lost in the tower when you were little, and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked for your 10th name day, that hideous lump the people of the Ming could cover it up with beautiful candles. And your hapless first encounter with a Sin Eater as a guard. Afterwards, you threw yourself into training, pretending nothing was wrong, though I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments that we share are the feelings that accompanied them. They are as real as aught that came before. Nothing will ever change that. Will ever change that. What we mean to one another. If I have made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heavens no, you deserve better. Through the darkest of times, you have kept faith with me, standing tall as a proud daughter of the Crystarium. As an example to us all, I count myself blessed to have had you in my life. I want you to know that. Why do you speak so, as if it were our last meeting? Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. Besides, it is you who are an example to us all. You who have led us through countless trials, and you who will lead us through countless trials to come. So go, my lord. Do what you must, but take care. God, his very skin is bruising at the edge there. Run, Catboy, run! Poor Lina. Run, Lina! The word holds. Excellent. Elidibus will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end, he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with the hope, even as they accompany your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready. Alrighty. You may now enter the Hero's Gauntlet with a party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Yada yada yada. Hope's Confluence. Crystal Exarch is a picture of resolve. You're ready then? Very well. I shall lift the ward. Hey, Amalio Sith. It's time to finish this. And finish it we shall, for no hero our foe could summon to his side shall ever compare to you. And as for me, well, no ally you could summon to his side will ever try harder. That much I swear. So come, my friend, let's finish this once and for all. And yeah. So far, so good. How you doing, Malio Sith? To be inside the Crystal Tower officially once more. We ran out a ton of steps to get to the Oculus.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
Get that exercise in. God damn it, Graha. You get Charlie horsed. Well, good morning to you then, Malio Sith. Oh, that ain't good.
Twas but a matter of time.
Indeed.
I cannot keep up with you. Nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Did you never consider other plans?
I did, but I chose not to walk them, thank the gods. Why ever would you ask me such a thing? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy, as if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero, neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain, that I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence.
Motherfucker. Heroes rise, motherfucker. Welcome back, KO2.
Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours.
God, that feels like years ago.
The Seventh Rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emet-Selch pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
his devotions is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. You worry too much, Elizabeth. This dedication to your duty verges on obsession. Those who once relied upon you are no more. However hard you struggle, you will never bring back the convocation. Two options left to me. Let's go with number 2.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I...
You okay then, man?
This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
Bert, my man! You've no fight left to fight.
No. It will not end here.
Buddy, it will. Come at me, bro.
Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call. The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all.
Yeah, he's imbued with the light of the crystal, alright. I'd noticed that blinding thing anywhere.
If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection. As the warrior of light incarnate.
Nice throwback.
Come, warrior of darkness. Let us finish this.
I'm a tank, bro. You're gonna need more than that. Oh, hey, it's the crystal I got. Herein I commit the chronicle of the traveler, shepherd to the stars and the dark. Though the world be sundered and our souls set adrift, where you walk, my dearest friend, fate shall surely follow. For yours is the 14th seat of Azir. Hell yeah! Got a mixture of Shadowbringers thing and Amarok.
Of Eld, though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you?
I'm a VTuber.
No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
That's going on, but can you wait while I wait in the queue for like 7 other people to show up? Because that'd be great. I read a guide so I knew what was up. And I'm gonna need my limit break. The seat of sacrifice! If you would usher in the end, then with my all I shall oppose you. Spoke Elidibus, as he took into himself the power of the champions from beyond the rift to rise as a self-proclaimed warrior of light incarnate, yet as resolutely as a foe believes in his cause, so too do you believe in yours. Thus light and dark must collide, invoking the ancient magic imbued with the memories of Azim, the forgotten final member. At the convocation of 14, you summon the stars to your side, prepare to face your foe in battle, to steer the very course of the world. Let's go! The sacrifice, no wrath. Warrior of Light, Elidibus.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down.
Hey, we got Santa Claus, dude.
This battle shall be our last.
Hello.
must be destroyed!
Let's go down a little quickly, so there must be a given.
Gleaming steel! Like my path!
Hello. No matter if you will fall, and I will banish you instead. Rip, swallow you. Wow, these Asians and their spherical hold. Hey, watch it in the rift. Here where acids are forced to retreat time and time again to meet your demise. Shoot all you like, even if should you break free, there's no way back. You clutch the crystal of Zine to your breast, upon it with all your heart, and so it ends in unceremonious silence. Surprise, motherfucker! Hello there.
You! It cannot be!
Is that a Hitler dance? Oh no, that's him itself! Ha ha ha! Yep! Ha ha ha! Him itself, you magnificent son of a gun.
To me, warriors of light! I am salvation given form. Mankind's first hero.
Hey, it's the Final
and
Fantasy.
his final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be ours. You still stand.
I'm gonna lick it, because I don't stop kicking!
Sword of Shadow!
I summon Prey! Attack mode!
Darkness must be destroyed!
saying if the other thing's got it. Got 2 limit breaks now. Dakatoa. Coming. Right, attack move. Hello. His ass, Bray!
Gleaming steel, light my path!
Funny, huh? That dancer is having a really bad day.
Be gone! Sword of Shadow!
Like Xenos all over again. Over here, buddy. Eye on me. In the wind, folks.
Be gone! Spawn of beauty! Not yet!
Almost to the end. 5%.
Planning prayer, I am invincible!
Then the limit break. So that's absolutely useless. And you're done! Ha ha ha! That was great.
No, I cannot fail. I will not.
That was the best trial by far thus far. A lot going on. Music was a fucking banger. Tanks had something to do. Healers had something to do. Everybody did their part. That is a good trial. I like that one. It's the best one since we fought Emmett Selk. So, you know. No surprises there that fighting Elidibus would be awesome.
Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Wrong. I've achieved the satisfaction of finally punching you in your fucking gob. Up.
Elidibus.
Ah!
So fixated were you on my memories of the future.
Catboy
You failed
arrived.
to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower. This beacon of hope for mankind.
Get him, Graha!
Created to
Success!
serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white Orisite.
Hey, the white Orisite was the friend we made along the way.
Your ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
Yeah, that's a lot of the crystal, right? Get him, Graha! Yeah! Yeah, I could have lived without seeing that face, Elizabeth. Thanks. Much appreciated! I really could have lived my entire life without seeing that face. Thanks. Oh god, now everybody gets blinded with the crystal. And then there was none. And Grahar is like almost entirely crystal now. Ah, so he was a kid. Elidibus was a kid the entire time. Trying to be everybody he wasn't. Taking on various masks, and none of them were him. You can have your lucky charms back.
This... Yes.
It's magically delicious.
I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people. My brothers. My friends. Stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
You weren't wrong. You didn't have to be such a jerk about it, Elidibus. You were just a wee lad, trying to do your best with what was left of the world, even as you forgot it. I'm gonna miss you. This means La Habrea is the only one that didn't get any sort of characterization. La Habrea was just evil for the sake of being evil. Emet-Selch and Elidibus actually had depth of character. Oh, hi, G'raha. How you doing? Almost forgot about you for a moment.
I concede I may have overexerted myself.
May have? Dude, you're like 3/4 of a Gwyneth Paltrow set.
Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you.
And have caught up with me. Ah, so now I'm ahead of you.
We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand.
Job well done.
We have won, my friend.
Job well done, G'raha.
So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
You could have asked me that earlier. I promise. I'm not gonna be rude. Catboy has done his best this entire time.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me?
Of course. You've always kept your promises, G'raha. God, even his movement.
Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memories shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
Put your essence into the crystal, and we'll go on another adventure. You were a good kid, perhaps even the best. Now he really is a Crystal Exarch. Oh, you guys exist, that's right. I'm having a moment, you guys. Come back later.
There, the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the Source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained his ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of his link to the First, and of hope.
The rains have arrived again. Well, what do you guys have to say about it? At such moments, it is hard to know what to say. Are you alright, my friend? Oh, my heart is asunder! You did well, Indolent. You and the Exarch. Thanks, Alizé. Sometimes I wish that I too had been gifted with the Echo. Then I might see what you have seen and glimpse into your heart without need for words. Thancred? Shortly after you left, we observed that our enemy's ranks were no longer being replenished, presumably when your absence was noted. So we polished them off, came as quickly as we could. Wow, it took you an entire weekend to come and catch up with me. Which is to say, not quickly enough. By then, you had the Exarch for company, didn't you? And you could ask for no better than that. I don't know, we could have used Alizé Ring. Oh, we descend from the throne room. I did chance upon an object, which, if I had the right of it, did once. Mine apologies. Mayhap now is not the appropriate time. Let us speak of it later. Okay. How you doing, Reen? Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I'm fine. Thank you. We all are. The people are fine. The city are fine now. The star shadow shower has stopped and been replaced by a rain shower. It's almost as if we'd gone back to the peaceful days that follows the night's return. Almost. Did Miyoshi get taller? Did Rin get taller? I just one she was a bit shorter than that. Nothing unsaid. Your Stola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. Indolent, if you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? Shit went down, yo. Yeah, looks like the weekend was long for me. So, you reached out to Elidibus at last, and his heart was moved. And it changed nothing. I only did as you asked. Only did as you asked. Suppose you did. But the important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from Emmett Selk. He knew of Elizabeth's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provisions to bring Elizabeth's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Ah, Emmett Selk. The old so-and-so. Oh, I widely speculate. It is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember the events as they happen, no more no less. As the Ronkins rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you are. Hey, Becklug. My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? I lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now, tell me what happened. Where's the Exarch? Sorry, but he's now part of a Diamonds Forever collection. I see. Indolent, will you show me his spirit vessel? Here you go. Here you go. Here, just hand them the damn thing. Yes, both his souls and memories seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the viewing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of the process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Indolent, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation? So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his soul accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source, in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, wanting a single-worded reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, and almost comically so. In fact, regardless, out of the respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it with a certain amount of poetic license. Take a drink of water for this. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became even more numerous. Burdens which weigh upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I looked around me, I am reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they always are with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Varthur, who sought the vindication of his existence by creating his paradise. I saw it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who struggle, rather surrender than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I just say he's blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there's no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now's the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbout. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in ill-may. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Menphilia. I thought you might help me choose one of them. And then we could go to Nabatha Rain together one last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to Ulmor for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alize. I'll see you later. Well, Alize? I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what is at stake, one can never be too thorough. Fair enough. As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but Exarch does, following his spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halric is doing. Alright, to the inn at Journey's Head. Just as the rains have ceased, and we are blessed with another beautiful day. Halric! Oh gods, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Internet. We had to find him. Oh! Alize! There you, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard then? Sure. Activate! Oh wait, I need to replace that. Activate! Nannybot! Hello, carrier. Greetings, gentlemen. Looking for Halric by any chance? Why, yes, we are. There he is. I was afraid he'd wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress, and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family yet. He doesn't. It's Tesselaine. The sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. Ah, so he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured, the treatments will continue. Becklug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go. But I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done as much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So, rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet, so if there are any tasks you need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. Time left to you is precious. That's right, Harek. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. Neither will I. Oh, this is nice. Just welcome home tour. A goodbye tour of the entire area. What? I'm not crying. I just have sand in my eyes, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go and look in on the others. Alphino, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. Yeah. 2 more. Oh, hey. Cutscene from the get-go. Wow.
Oh, Alpha, no!
Ah, Lady Chai.
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart could bear!
This is getting really awkward really fast. Hi?
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
I could give her the wind-up Alphino I got back in Heavensward. A picture paints 1,000 words.
You'll never let me forget it, will you? I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice.
Gotta carve it on your gravestone, kid.
Lady Chai, I have a confession to make.
Oh?
On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I, too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me.
Which is a shame. I would have loved burying you.
To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually.
It's the most positive I've ever heard China's.
You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Alright. Leave it to me, I guess. As long as I get a giant flying
There
bed.
may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
You have a counselor.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Break him. Break him. No!
Oh,
Give him the hug.
No. I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
Why didn't Alize get a voiced cutscene? That's rude. She's clearly the better of the two twins. Whatever. It is a strange feeling, Indolence, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know. I shall cherish my memories of Novrand, of every soul I meet here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. The journey continues. Farmer's breakfast, a simple yet delightful dish of popotos, lightly scrambled eggs, will fill you up before a day of slitting in the fields. Oven meatballs, savory round chunks of minced oven meat, accented with lingonberry sauce that is sweet yet tart. Lemon waffle, crisp on the outside and moist on the inside. This baked delight, with a distinctive texture, has a slight hint of citrus. His business concluded, Alphino turns his attention to yours. Forgive me, I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? I'm here to make you cry. Like a bitch. As I said that, did she? But as you can see, I'm quite alright. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Ahem. Perhaps you might consider visiting Uriange next. Given his coverances with the idiosyncrasies of the Fey folk, I doubt it will be an issue. But a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel it I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Let's go. God, it's just raining everywhere. God, Milk Egg looks so much better at night. It's almost an eyesore during the day. Hey, Oriange. Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming guests, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? Just checking in, Oriange. So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concern, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Frey friends have agreed to assist in transportation of these stones unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show you something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elizabeth. Though it hath lost its radiance, 'tis unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elizabeth. When his mortal form was, forgive my indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend, and if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I could think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Emerald in Wolkendorf. My thanks, Innocent. Let's go. To Wolkendorf! Hello, Seto Kaiba. You got a blue eyes white dragon? I got a crystal of light for you. For glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, too, what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? A crystal of light, believed to have belonged to Ardbert, though it has lost its radiance. You would swear that a faint light still shimmers at its core, if to remind you of hope that never dies. Here you go, buddy. Boy, it stopped raining quick. That's less banged up than Brandon's was.
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Yes, it is, buddy.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
I'm just now realizing that that's Archbishop Thornton VII's voice actor. Man, it is a long story. Where do I even begin? So, there's this dude dressed in white called Elidibus, and, like, he possessed Ardbert's body, Used it for evil means to turn into the Warrior of Light, and I punched his face in. But he dropped this loot, so Urianger gave it to me, and now I'm giving it to you.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends.
They even shaved his goatee. Don't mess with a man's facial hair.
But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace.
Yep.
No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days.
How very metal.
Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Tell me, does anything strike you as different about my soul?
Your soul?
Oh no, don't do this to me, man.
How can this be?
Don't do this, man. Oh, god damn it. The boy returns to his dog.
Seto, my old friend.
God, I'm not ready for this holy
You've
shit.
grown.
Manly tears.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you.
This is too good. This is too good.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew.
Oh, fuck, man.
But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
This expansion pulls no punches. Well, good luck with that, Seto. It's been good. Guess we're heading back to Urianger. I feel like we should stop by and say goodbye to Feul. Can't believe we have spent an entire expansion in this world. Feels longer but shorter somehow. Let me in! Let me in! I demand to see Beul! Oh well. One good dream. Alright, I'm back, Oriange. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Ardbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Noront. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Unto the morrow! Oriange regards you with a gentle smile. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, my race is a Slitherbow as thy next destination. The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Y'shtola's is heavier than most. Suffice to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. Alright, let's go back to Lahi. Alright, I hope you have a good rest of the stream. Shall hopefully return after my interview. Good luck, Balio Sith. Good luck with the interview, man. Ah, what is it? Have you come to spy on me? I'm just here to help. So Oriange think me so slovenly. The nerve. Though as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen. Oh no. Is this about to come to a head? No.
Master
No.
Matoya.
Oh god damn it, Runar. In front of everybody? This is the opposite.
For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
This is not the way to do it, Runar. You're about to be destroyed in front of everybody. Magni style. Boy, you about to
Runar,
die.
please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost.
Oh, thank God.
We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone.
I'm losing frames for some reason.
On such a day,
On such a day.
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Oh, that's a cool plot thread.
And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Hey, don't you do it! Don't you do it! God damn it, Runar!
Runar, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. This is getting awkward. Bye! Y'shtola is the maximum troll. Please, take good care of Master Matoya. See that she eats well and wraps up warm on cold days. There is an herbal tea which she enjoys. I can give you the recipe. Then make it for her, perhaps. And, above all, please keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Huh. Anyway, this time we'd head back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the XIV to Nabartharang? I see. Very well, you can look in on Thinkward while you're there about it. It will be a difficult farewell, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through the twine. If you wait there, you ought to like to meet him on the way back, if not before. Alright, to the twine we go. Ready, bot, activate. Hey, Magnus. You too. What is it, what is this, my bloody name thing? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Ring too. They said they wanted to go to the Nabartharang, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again. But we didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Master Chai, we made her faster. And stronger. Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we'd better off making them smaller. That way we can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius! Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That is why we turned to China's, by the way. Not to make the one trolley we've got go faster. We need help getting a few Talos back in working order, see? We were testing them out when your airship came down. As a matter of fact, you seem to have a habit of crashing things. Hey, it's not my fault any of the times. We're back. Well, thanks for the loan of the trolley. Indolent, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done all we came to do. Which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what is going on? Go off somewhere. You could say that. So, you're headed home. I'm just a simple miner, and I don't know much about world traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay in the Crystarium. I don't want for anything. Besides which, I've no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So please don't worry, I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I don't suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rain has chosen to walk her own path. She doesn't need me under her foot. Besides, I have my own responsibilities. I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I were to neglect them. Probably not. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well done, young lady. If there's anything you need, anything at all, you can call upon us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley land. Right. Thank you, Magnus. Everyone. Ah, she's making family everywhere. And she's got another dad. Shall we then? If no one left to visit, we could go to the Crystarium together. Later, Gators. Ah. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. I always knew that everyone would leave one day. I always hoped that and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, just long enough to say the things that I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be here with you. We'll end this together, Reen. Right. Thank you, Indolent. I think we are all braver with you around. Go ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. One last head pat for our knife daughter. You're a good being, Reen. The best, one of the best in this entire expansion. Not typing much today, so that you can immerse yourself in the story. Looks like we're heading to the end of this match. I did everything I could in the time I had. No regrets. I thought that it would be easier after saying farewell, but each step I took out of Ulmor felt heavier than the last. I took the liberty of informing the Crystarium's leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right. I trust the Exarch had the pleasant tour of the realm. Excuse me. We arrive by day and we leave at night. How poetic.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
It still sounds like
even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Any final words, Reen?
Everyone?
Yes.
I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
You're a good kid, Reen.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
You're technically her dad too, Orianze. Head pat for Reen.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Yeah, but I still want to punch you in your jaw, Thancred, for the bullshit. And you made her cry. That's settled. Punch it in your jaw!
Might we also say a few words?
Hey, I know that voice. And she's brought the entire city. Great. Oh, this looks like a
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
how can I say no? Of course. Word for word.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Fair enough. What do we got? Why not Mistel? Modeled upon no one in particular. No, really. Reflections in crystal. Her heart laid bare. Rain appears to be at peace again. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Indolent? As ready as I'm ever gonna be. Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Come, GG. One last bout into the Crystarium. Hey, it's Angelo. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. However, it was the very thing my spirit needed. Now all that remains is to return to the source. 12 know we have made Cryo and Totaro warrior long enough. Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. Fair enough. Worry not. How many times have we few assembled thus in this story chamber? Many and more, I think. Were the Axox standing before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, it would be complete were he standing before us with Emmett Selk smirking in the wings. Such as we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it. It's all the same to me. As long as it serves you in some way, I will be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. Ah, she's gonna be a gunbreaker. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed, and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul-imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Let us begin. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
If only we could take Reen with us. She would love being in the source. the people she would meet, the stories we could tell her.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls then.
Go, go, bacon power!
We're in your hands, Angelo.
Oh god, it's a lot of crystal. Should probably grab those before they fall.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls!
Hey!
I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well.
I'll find them.
This will work, won't it?
Have faith, Reen. They're in good hands.
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so.
I don't know where I'm fucking putting them, but yes.
All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Alright. Take care, Novrat. It's been a pleasure to be here. I'm gonna miss you most, Reen. Hey, Effie. Sup? I'm back. All coming together.
did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, hey, Cross shaved off his goatee too.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Yeah. It was like a long time since they've been back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of popotos, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
Leave it to me. Time to go see a cat boy.
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
I mean, that hasn't stopped you from setting me on adventures before, Tataru.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
We got a cat boy to wake up. After like 2 expansions. Finally get to wake his ass up. Yeah.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Some days later. Yeah, they're back in the old uniforms. How do you like that? Most Stormblood uniforms to be exact. Sorry.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight.
Oh, them hand movements. Getting fancy on us, Alize.
But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
Ah, the re-outfitted with their Stormblood gear. I was wondering about that. Ranjay, you fucking nerd!
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
Ah, Tataru. Hardest working scion next to Reen.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Fucking movements, man. They're just too good.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
We're too good for Tataru. We don't deserve her.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed.
Hey.
We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Looking good, Exarch. Got new drip.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think I...
Them arm rubs, though. Really?
Right.
Looking good. No more crystal.
I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the 7th Dawn. Grahatia, at your service.
Pleasure to have you aboard, man.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Great. What is it?
Help! Somebody help!
He almost broke his fucking staff, Alice.
Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
Kick their ass, Alice.
What? Now wait just a... Here we go again.
That is too good. Yeah, I was wondering about that. So it's Yashilla who's making him the bullets now. Now that Reen is it about?
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
She's got muffin, tea, and cakes. You're the best, Ataru. Hardest working scion in the lot. It'd be nothing without you, kid. And here's our meanwhile in Garlemald. Yeah, I recognize that. That's the throne room.
So it was that a new adventure began.
Hey, Xenos. How's it going, you unreasonably horny man? You're a murder himbo.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom.
And now there's
Splendid.
this guy.
Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
Another Ascian, great.
Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree?
So an Ascian is possessing Asahi. Hey, good toss.
But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Yeah. I just don't care
Should
about
our
these
familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh.
His movements are pretty wide.
So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
Daniel, back at it again with an Ascian possession.
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the Unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
Yeah, okay.
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes. To reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse.
From one apocalypse to the next. Yay.
Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
I said it before at the end of the initial Shadowbringers MSQ. But Xenos just does not make for an interesting villain. And then bringing back Asahi possessed by an Ascian. I mean, there could be a good story there. Like it was with Elidibus and Emmett Selk. But I'm not holding my breath. Feels like we've hit the apex and now it's going way down. Ah, you're back. Tell me, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism. I thought it better to be familiar than formal, if we ought to be comrades. But now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that'll do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it wasn't easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with focus and a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I've rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limit use to you and your adventurers. So I shall persevere. Whoever I might have been before, I'm now a scion, and an experienced scion at that, a green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause, that he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Grawhut's is now available as a choice companion. Cool. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing interesting about the two characters now here. Varus was kind of interesting, but they had the entirety of Stormblood to build up Xenos. They really didn't. He's not an interesting character. It's like flat, one note. I mean, he has his quirks, but that doesn't make him particularly interesting. So, it feels like we've hit the two really good villains in Emmett Selk and Elidibus. Even if Elidibus was really weird in trying to follow exactly how his plan worked and how he was able to pull it off in the first place. I'm pretty sure Heidelin can discern who's actually a Warrior of Light and who's an Ascian wearing the skin of one. But, yeah. That's my thoughts thus far. I mean, that was really good until the end there, when we had to look forward to a very, very boring villain and his kooky cohort. Anyway, hope you all have a good day. We'll end the stream here and pick up more Shadowbringers post-expansion tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good night and a good rest, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. As always, Malio Sith and KO2. Pleasure to have you in the chat. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye. I have stuff I need to level. Over the weekend, I was able to get Red Mage from 56, I think is why I left off, to 70 over the weekend. So, about 71, it will be ready to push through Shadowbringers, which leaves me now to get Dancer to 70. And then we can push all of these ones to level 80, and then we can finally do the entire class quests that they have sitting in the Musica Universalis back at the Crystarium. So I am working on them. It's just coming together very gradually. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will continue to work on this off stream, and I will see you next time. Yeah, and then I'll do the Dark Knight quest at the end of it all. So, eventually, this is slowly coming along. I'll get through it in its entirety when I can. But in the meantime, you all have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow as we continue through the post-Shadowbringers MSQ. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye.